The Argos 9 drifted silently through the endless void, its hull barely reflecting the faint glow of distant stars. The expedition crew inside held their breath as they neared the massive alien vessel, a structure unlike anything recorded in human history. The ship was ancient, impossibly large, and suspended in the darkness like a forgotten relic of a time long past. Its surface was covered in intricate carvings, deep grooves of unknown origin, and pulsating veins of faint, ethereal blue energy. Captain Elias Voss stood at the main viewport, staring at the structure with a mixture of awe and unease. "That thing is massive," he muttered, his voice barely above a whisper. Lieutenant Arya Kwan, the ship's xenolinguist, adjusted her glasses as she studied the shifting patterns across the alien hull. "The symbols, if they even are symbols, don't match any known galactic lexicon. They seem organic. As if they're alive." The Argos 9 SAI, designated Helios, interrupted with a monotone report. "No life signs detected. However, anomalous energy fluctuations suggest active systems within the vessel. Proceed with caution." Elias exchanged glances with his first officer, Commander Rafik Darza. "Something doesn't sit right. An abandoned ship this big, no distress signals, no wreckage around, it feels like a trap." "No choice but to investigate," Arya replied. "This could be the discovery of the century." With a nod, Elias gave the order. "Prepare the boarding team. We go in slow and careful." The Argos 9 maneuvered toward a massive breach in the alien ship's hull, a gaping wound revealing the cavernous interior. The boarding party, clad in advanced exo-suits, launched from the docking bay, jetting through the void toward the opening. As they entered, their suit lights illuminated the vast, empty corridors. The architecture was unsettling: walls that seemed to shift slightly when looked at directly, floors that pulsed underfoot like the skin of some colossal beast. Dr. Emerson Takeda, the team's biologist, ran a gloved hand across the walls. "This material. It's neither metal nor organic, but something in between. Almost like it's in a state of flux." A sudden pulse of energy coursed through the walls, flickering like lightning beneath the surface. The team instinctively raised their weapons. "Helios, are you reading this?" Elias asked. "Affirmative, Captain. The energy levels within the vessel are increasing. I advise immediate caution." They pressed deeper into the ship, navigating through winding corridors filled with strange, gravity-defying structures. Some hallways stretched in impossible directions, curving in ways that made no sense, as if the very concept of physics had been rewritten within these walls. Then they found them. Rows of massive, pod-like structures lined the walls of what appeared to be a central chamber. Each pod was encased in a translucent membrane, revealing shadowy figures inside. Some were vaguely humanoid, others entirely alien. The sight sent a chill through the team. "What the hell is this?" Rafik muttered, stepping closer. Arya adjusted her scanner. "I'm detecting faint biosignatures. They're dormant. Or in stasis." Elias took a deep breath. "All right. We document everything, take samples, and get the hell out of here." But before they could act, the ship woke up. A low, resonant hum filled the air. The pods began to glow, their occupants twitching. The ship itself seemed to come alive, the walls shifting and rippling as if responding to their presence. The team's comms crackled with interference, and Helios's voice became distorted. "Warning. Unidentified intrusion anomaly detected." The hum turned into a deafening roar as the ship's interior moved. Passages shifted, doorways sealed behind them, corridors stretched and reshaped, cutting off their exit. A deep, Guttural sound echoed through the ship, a sound that was not mechanical. It was something alive. Then, the pods opened. Shadowy figures stepped forward, their forms flickering between physical and ethereal. Some had elongated limbs, others had twisted, featureless faces. They moved with unnatural fluidity, as if phasing between dimensions. And they were watching. Elias raised his weapon. Fall back. Now. The team turned, racing toward their entry point, but the ship was no longer the same. Corridors spiraled into the abyss, walls pulsed like veins, and gravity twisted unpredictably. The ship was a labyrinth, and they were now trapped inside its shifting nightmare. Rafik fired his plasma rifle at one of the creatures. The blast struck, but instead of impacting, it passed through the entity as if it were smoke. The creature's form wavered, then solidified, its glowing eyes locking onto him. They're phasing. Arya shouted. They exist on multiple dimensions at once. Elias gritted his teeth. Helios. Emergency extraction, now. Through the crackling static, the AI responded. Extraction impossible. The ship is generating a subspace field trapping all foreign entities. Then we make our own exit. Elias activated his exosuit's emergency thrusters, rocketing down a twisting corridor. The team followed, dodging grasping tendrils of shifting matter. The creatures gave chase, their forms flickering in and out of existence, appearing ahead of them, behind them, beside them, always closing in. Then, they reached it. A massive chamber, unlike the others. At its center stood a colossal structure, an obelisk of shifting light and darkness, pulsating with the same energy that coursed through the ship. Symbols swirled across its surface, rearranging into a message. Arya's voice trembled as she translated. This is not a ship. It is a seed. A fragment of something greater. And you are not meant to be here. The obelisk flared with brilliant light. The ship screamed. Reality itself seemed to crack around them. The corridors collapsed, the walls fractured into infinite voids, and the ship convulsed as if rejecting them. A force and intelligence beyond comprehension was purging them from its body. Then, in an instant, they were outside. The team found themselves floating in the void, their suits intact, the Argos 9 only a short distance away. The alien vessel remained where it was, silent and unmoving. But the moment their eyes adjusted, they realized the horrifying truth. The ship was growing. Tendrils of energy extended outward, forming new structures, expanding into the void like a living thing awakening from slumber. The once dormant vessel was now evolving. A final message echoed through their comms, in a voice that was neither human nor machine. You have seen what lies beyond. Now you must choose to flee, or to understand. As the Argos 9 initiated emergency jump procedures, Elias looked back at the expanding horror behind them. They had come in search of knowledge. But some knowledge was never meant to be found. The end. Thank you for watching.